Success on this map, so if he pops off, Forsaken's play might not even matter.
Oh, that was dangerous. Mixwell barely getting out of there. Just 20 HP on the way back, and Hoodie, well, he took a headshot as well. Never mind the Yoru or any of the comp. They're just taking him down. The site now theirs. PRX be able to play for the post plant. I've already heard the TP come through. There's two coming from behind. Vova in the spawn. I mean, someone needs to pop off on G2 for them to have a chance.
Spike planted.
Coordinated elbow push on the back of a flash.
Yeah, they are ready to try and battle that player in spawn. I don't think there's going to be much that Vova can do here. He's probably blinded up half of the team, but they have just pushed him completely out of position. And now the remaining two looking to come in from behind have to try and reclaim so much ground. Nukia not able to get anything done. The flash is so perfect as well, and they are just being isolated one by one. PRX with a solid pistol.
It's just, even though he's blinded them, they're spraying down on that corner, knowing that he has to step out of it eventually. And then, obviously, to close that out as well, to flash to re-entry, you can see the value of this guy, even though he doesn't necessarily come up huge.
It probably won't work for anyone else, but hey, already? They've used that as a fake. There are still 3 players on the A side when there is nobody even going remotely in that direction, just from a little bit of utility being used early by Forsaken. And now they even have Benkai set up. This is just a well-designed round.
And one of the benefits of having this so early on, if you manage to get a clean round like this, also I think some Marshall there to be retrieved for Forsaken. He's got a free little upgrade for himself. Okay, here we go, into the smoke. This is a little dangerous. They hadn't actually seen that Mixwell was up close, but they deal with it anyways. Now, also, that one kill that they got, it's only the Marshall in the end, because you're just going to have Forsaken save over the Spectre. I'll highlight the main problem that we see with PRX, at least in the last game zone bind, because G2 have already shown they definitely have the firepower to make that happen if PRX get the same kind of space away.
All right, it's a challenge early in the round for that B long control, that same pace, but they've shown a lot of presence on that side of the map, and now they just run straight back to try and put pressure in onto Mixwell. Steps have been heard, Poison Cloud initiated, but they're just going to go running straight through. It's Forsaken to find the kill anyway, and he will go down in response. Still Meadow survives, but he's relatively low on health. These Spectres might be able to finish him off, but he'll get another.
That's one player aggressing in, you can have that, but now we got to see the rest. Find the advantages in these close fights. Benkai taking down Hoodie is something, and Mindfreak manages to step it up. Now Benkai's repositioning to play with his teammate. They've got post-plant Molly to work with as well. If Benkai can take down even one player,
standing.
But Nukia managed to get that angle. He catches him off, sneaking out of the lab. Oops. It's going to be halfway. That's not going to push him off.
It's not going to do anything.
No. Just stuck down. G2 find the round. Still, all things considered, 3 kills, Spike Plant and Rex.
Yeah, if they kill off Meadow a little bit quicker, like he doesn't manage to get 3 kills, I wouldn't even be surprised if they won that. I do think it's important, though, that Meadow gets off to a strong start. As said, this tournament, for the level we know he can hit and has consistently done for quite a while, he's been desperately quiet, especially towards the end. Now, something we have to mention, and we've already seen it previously, is they are going to challenge these Viper's pits, and also Forsaken can basically get through it without too much hassle at all.
But see, here's the thing, right? We saw it from PRX before where he tried to get behind it, and he did. But wasn't able to actually root out that Viper, and it's really tough with this comp to actually do that. I think Devi has to be leading in with some utility. You've got to get the information. Well, but more than likely, he's taking 1 or 2 of you down.
I think the worry for me in this round, at least, was the fact that Meadow was alone. Like, they've now rotated in Mixwell, which makes a lot of sense because you need someone to cover the back of the Viper's pit. And that's exactly what DRX were doing. They were very prepared for anybody to try and play that Viper's pit. Instead, though, he's going to go straight through it and manage to take quite a bit of space. It's more the information he gathers, though. Will he actually spot out the remaining couple?
Flash doesn't quite manage to connect. The stun does, but still Meadow's able to follow through with that kill! The nade from Jing is huge! A double kill from it, 3 in the round, and PRX are right back in it with a showstopper in Jing's hands. He's about to be challenged, Avova. It's unclear whether he actually saw him. I don't think so. 4th kill for Jing. With a post plant and a showstopper to work with, this seems to be an impossible round for Nukia. It's even planted for heaven. Nukia's now being spotted. All that Jing needs to do is wait and let him take that space, let him tap that spike, and then the showstopper can close the round. If the bullets don't do it, they might even just avoid using that ulti. I like the idea from Nukia to seize space, but time is such an issue. The player on the other side catching him first. 3-1 for PRX. That ult from Forsaken doesn't find the value that they were hoping it would. He goes down, Mindfreak as well, but that nade that he threw combined with the stun.
I think they were screwed no matter what.
Yeah.
There was an aftershock through the wall. Like, they had so much utility ready to... Oh, I said he'd had some quieter performances on this map. I think he's currently 8-1, has his showstopper online. Now, his showstoppers have been a little bit cursed, but that can only last for so long, and Forsaken's already got the opener.
Winning out bathroom control, sending out his decoy to seize a bit of space to distract these players, maybe feed them the information as well, but they've seen exactly where Forsaken is. With him finding that kill. This is gonna... Oh, actually, they've spotted the players outside Hookah as well. So you're still gonna have Avova sitting around this area, but with a bookie... Okay, right. He didn't manage to get as close as I thought he could there. You're not gonna attempt the TP. Okay, good. He fakes the TP. That's actually gonna cause a bit of a problem. They've got to now be worried about him already being in the spawn. Selling the fake information. This is... I mean, we're already starting to see the value from Yoru that we didn't last time.
Yeah, I think as well you have to bear in mind... Alright.
Oh!
Okay, got a little bit dicey. But I think you have to bear in mind that DRX, again, are one of the scrim partners of PRX. So you know that they've basically been practicing against this team up until like a month ago.
Is that who's dead?
Is he still going for this? Mixwell's giving this a go. Now, Device should basically be ready as he drops out, and now having a player behind should make it impossible. He's tapped the spike to bait him in, but he won't get anything more. But yeah, DRX are very, very used to playing against the Yoru because it's something that's been done for a while. You will not have played against this composition before because no one in EMEA runs it. And even if you have the theoretical ideas of how to deny this player space, if you then focus too much on denying Forsaken, you give space to someone like Jing.
Tension that way, and maybe they panic shoot it. Pop the flash, give the info. Here's a flash of their own. It's a fake, and Nukia able to capitalize on it, but now the rest of the team coming through. Nukia keeps on delivering, but his teammates are falling. Showstopper coming out. He doesn't know about the player in the corner. Oh, that is terrible for G2. They put it all into this round. They fought for mid control, but they did not receive it. Devi won't be able to be healed up. At least he'll remain low.
Those Seekers might have actually sold a bit of a bait because of the quick rotation. However, the straight move into the site, the dimensional drift is going to give so much away, but they don't know. They don't know the Mixwell's here. As said, the Seekers gave away that false information that he was on the other side of the map. Making that quick rotation is going to be a nasty surprise. And he's being surrounded by so many different people. Forsaken is currently jump spotting next to him and will go down because of it. That gives an opportunity here. Meadow, though, still locked out. Mindfreak just using utility to hold him back, and sneaking through this smoke is going to have its risks about it. He has his poison orb on the other side, and Mindfreak is going to opt to play within it. Wins that duel, leaving Mixwell alone, and the clock beginning to tick once again.
Contact flash ready to Devi. Popping this any moment now. There it is. Fully blinded up Mixwell. Didn't stand a chance. That's a triple for Devi. A huge round for him, punishing the aggression out of Hookah.
Getting 3. His flashes so far have been fantastic. Yeah. Like, he basically just uses them to gain space for the rest of his players, or in those sort of positions, just take the contact away. And well, just patiently waiting for the perfect moment. Even if he doesn't get the kill, his teammates already swung out. As I said, there's other players who will step up to the plate for this squad. Like, you need to have your full focus on Jing the majority of the time, as he's just going for these aggressive plays. Now, they've used the Tiger to clear a lot of control. There is still a trap available to them. Forsaken can't quite get out of there. A little bit more aggression, leaving Avova in this corner. They might even look to try and pressure him. Never mind, Mindfreak's already caught him, and now it's troublesome. But Mixwell actually gets the collat headshot through Jing. So he's done a hell of a lot of damage there.
Huge damage, avoided the ult, and then Mindfreak goes down. This is starting to look good for G2. Finally a round that they've got the late round advantage in. Time not really on their side, but it's ticking slowly. Devi on the other side of the smoke. It fades, and Meadow's quicker to the trigger. Nukia doing exactly the same. That's going to be a second round for G2 at long last. Finally, they've got a solution, but I can't help but feel like they caught a couple of those PRX players unaware. That shot from Mixwell as well.
Can get from either side of the map in a matter of seconds, as we talk about quite regularly when it comes to split. And Nukia's already dead.
That's a quick kill. Bathroom control not given over, though. You still see Meadow sitting around here wanting to fight. Trailblazer Spotting both 2 players on the A site, that is huge information to play with. The flash confirming that they're falling back, that they're on the site itself. At this point, they feel content to pressure in towards the B site, but those Seekers are just about to give the information away. In fact, look, Hoodie is going to follow it all the way. Forsaken wisely hides behind, but as they give up control and fighting long, Jing takes the site. Now they're going to look for the plant, and even worse, they're going to look to get this Judge into a position where it can have massive value up close. Walking right up to the smoke, the flash through though is good. No kill connected. Hoodie stuck out in no man's land, and they've heard Med. Oh, the jumping shot. It's ambitious from Benkai, and it will not work out. 2v2. What a shot! How did Jing respond so quickly with Hoodie going down? The round's in PRX's hands.
Pack it into a site like that, they normally take some hits, they take some damage, or at least a spotted, but he manages to just gain so much space for this squad, and because of the control that's been taken elsewhere, they're almost completely surrounded, and they still manage to win. Be very surprised if they tried to utilize here.
Well, you know PRX are fired up when they're howling after a round like that. It's exactly what you want to see. Up against pistols here. Still though, a round like this doesn't come without its dangers, and we've seen all too often nowadays, Tom, that shorty, it can ruin your day. I mean, we've seen double kills come through from it.
He actually turned around. Not used to playing against the fake out, I guess. They will actually take down the real deal this time. So much damage from Mixwell. The classic jumping once again, and now Hoodie in position with his pistol. It's Mind Freak alone. He's being hunted. And G2, well, you mentioned the pistols. It wasn't quite the right one, but even still.
Coming through, I mean, you're not surprised anymore. Coming in this event, I didn't give Thrifties anywhere near the level of respect I guess I should have. But with an addition of an agent like this, because Mixwell actually managed to hit him with a body shot there, lighting him to like 10 HP. He was red, and that right click from the classics all too clean.
Okay.
I'm just scared of that Bucky. I assume it's going to be a blast pack play straight in
Jing,
towards
so yeah.
lamps. Like, that's the main position you want to try and take that gun. Anywhere else doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Going to try and clear it out, has a few pieces of utility, gets completely blinded by a teammate, and decides to go the other way.
Yeah, I've seen 3 outside of A as well. The rotations came in from G2. On the back of that early round Trailblazer that they sent through the teleporter. They have given up all other control. Luckily, they can see them coming through Abuka. And they can see them going to the site for sure. Avova almost got caught with the flash out, but good repositioning. Hoodie covering him. And this is a very clean round from G2. Barely a lick of damage taken. We go into the final 50 seconds with just a Sheriff opposing them. Okay, he gets the one, but it'll come to nothing in the end. 6-4.